hey gang, we're trying to create an environment of learning. So you are going to do an online week, internet week. I don't know how to say it, but we're going to try to make you use the internet so that when you have classes that are internet heavy or web heavy, okay, they will use these skills, and you'll be able to what's the word? Navigate that class a little bit better.
Right. And with the fall registration being open, this is a good opportunity for you to see if you like the way an online class may or may not feel. It's for some students they like it, some students not. So this is a good opportunity to try that. So what we're going to do in this video is walk you through how this week looks, so you have some understanding of what this looks like. This video will be really quick, so don't stress out about watching it. There's a couple of resources for you for some of the tools in the main Blackboard screen when you come in. Before you click on which class you want, look over there. There's a student resources, and there's some videos on how to do discussion boards or journals, stuff like that, if you aren't sure how. Hopefully by this point in the semester you know how to do a journal though, right?
Yes, I hope so. I've read them. Right. They're awesome.
So at the top of the module when you come in here is going to be this tab over here. It says 2 of 9, and this is how you'll tab through the module. So the first thing after this video is going to be our introduction, and you can see here what our learning outcomes are. It has the due dates and the items that we will be doing this week. While we're making the video, we don't have the stuff for chapter 15 yet, but we will have something up before this video is actually published. So when you're ready to go, you just hit the next button over, and it's going to take you to the mandatory office hours. So the mandatory office hours are going to be during class on both Tuesdays and Thursdays. You're going to log in here, and Brian or I, maybe both of us, will be in here. And you just need to come in and say, hey, what's up? And then you can check out. You don't need to stay, but this is an opportunity for you to see how online office hours work. You don't need a camera for it, but you do at least need to have a microphone. Like the headsets that come with cell phones with a little microphone in it work just fine. Sometimes your computers will have it. Yeah. If you have a webcam, great, but if you don't, that's okay too. And there's a chat option, stuff like that. So then, and you make sure you plan to either do that on Tuesday or Thursday. Mm-hmm. So the next stuff will be some chapter 15, and we have a chapter 15 discussion board, which should be right here, but it needs to be moved up. I see it right there. So the online week discussion board's right here. So this is going to be about pathological science. And so after you finish reading chapter 15, find another example of pathological science, and you're going to go and post it. Then you're going to talk about the follow-up you want me to do.
What's the follow-up? So
then after you do your initial post, you're going to go find some of your other peers, and you're going to comment on theirs.
Oh, yes. So you have to write something for yourself, and then look at your peers, what they have posted, and then you are going to comment on what they have said. Please try not to be negative. We want to have a safe environment, right, in this. So when you post your response, you will complete this assignment.
Right. So make sure you follow that, and once again, there's instructions in Blackboard on how to do that. Then after you have that, then we have some chapter 16 materials. First is a video about absolute zero.
I have watched this video many times, and it is awesome. You'll be surprised about how much you learn about what matter is. You'll discover there's actually another state of matter called a Bose-Einstein condensate, and that's really cool, so watch out for that. And the video is awesome.
Right. Then you move into some additional activities, and it's going to open up a new page, and there's all sorts of web tools in here for you. Now here's the thing about this. In online classes, you're going to see these tools, and there won't necessarily be points attached, like, oh, you have to go do the specific one, and you'll get 5 points. This is where these things are built in for you to help with online learning. I encourage you, we both encourage you to explore these. They're there for a reason. We cultivate these resources for a reason. And by not doing it, you're missing out on that. Because
I like the word cultivate.
Yep, it is a nice word.
Yes, it is. Now we're off topic. Sorry.
But they're there for a reason. And by not doing that, you're missing that. It would be almost like not coming to class. And that's how these online classes work. Then the last thing you have
to the activities.
Okay.
So you have to do one did we say 2 of the activities? Yeah. 2 of the activities right here. And they're really neat, and you can kind of see and correlate to the video what's going on with these activities and learn something about physics and chemistry.
Right. So then the last thing for the week is going to be your journal entry. And this journal entry has a different prompt than normal, and it's right here. Basically, we want you to reflect on how did this week go for you. Have you decided that online learning is not for you, or is it not as scary as you maybe thought? What do you think would be challenging about taking an online class? How would your learning structure have to be changed for this? What would you have to do differently? How would you organize it differently? Be honest. Did you do the activities? Did you watch the videos? Did you do everything that we put up? Did that change how you learn the material? And that is it for the week. And then we'll just start up next week, back on board with chapter 17 and 18. We only have 3 more chapters left in the book. So.
We are cruising. You guys are awesome. This is a good class.
All right.
Thank you so much for your hard work.
Yep, you guys are doing great.
I wore a bow tie just for you.
Yep, he did. He promised me. Except for you should have worn your periodic table one.
Oh, man, I should have.
All right, well, let us know if you have any questions, and we'll see you guys in office hours.